Dude, this is one for you, Scott. New Battlefield game may not launch until at least 2025. David Colson over at Insider Gaming. EA recently held its Q3 2024 earnings report conference call, which shed light on the company's plans going forward and gave insight into how its IPs are currently performing. One of the most highly anticipated releases by EA is a new Battlefield game. Many fans are... Dude, I'm gonna stop right there. Hold up. Have you seen the Gaming Grandpa online?
No.
Dude, look him up.
I think I've seen the name.
A retired sniper is picking people off in Battlefield from distances that will blow your mind.
Dude, this sounds like my kind of player here.
It is awesome to watch, and he just snipes him and he just starts laughing. It's it is funny. But yeah, just shout out to Gaming Grandpa there, dude. I've seen him a couple times.
Sounds like a fearsome sniper,
dude. Those shots, I was like, yeah, you can tell you've actually done this before. Many fans are hoping for either a remake or a classic title such as Battlefield 3, or a new game with less of a focus on being live service, as EA's current attempt was met with a overwhelming at launch. However, the company has clawed things back, and now Battlefield 2042 has seen record engagement in recent months. During the earnings call, Stuart Canfield, the EVP and Chief Financial Officer for EA, shared some news regarding EA's plans for its non-sport titles. That's good. Over the coming years. And it looks like we could be waiting a long time for a new Battlefield game to emerge. Stewart noted that EA is looking for, quote, iconic new releases, end quote, in fiscal year 25 and beyond, which includes franchises such as Battlefield, Mass Effect, and Star Wars.
Those are three mega IPs. I cannot wait for new drops of any of them.
They're huge, right? Those are huge. So a new teaser for an upcoming Mass Effect game was revealed in November, and it looks like the game may not release until at late as 2029. 2029, Scott.
Yeah, that was a really painful teaser at the time, and it made no real sense anyways. It was frustrating.
Oh, man.
Long hallway, a jacket, weird crypto messages that just,
and
that caused anger for me.
The upcoming Star Wars games, including the third Jedi Survivor game and Respawn Entertainment's new FPS game, also looks to be years away. But Battlefield fans may be able to jump into a new game much sooner, although don't expect it this year. EA is currently fully invested in Battlefield 2042, which is heading into Season 7 in March 2024. Andrew Wilson, the CEO of EA, said in the earnings call that, quote, our team is working hard to deliver for the community with increasingly engaging live services like the recent announcement of Battlefield 2042 Season 7 with new maps, weekly missions, and much more, end quote. Although EA is heavily focused on Battlefield 2042 right now, it looks like a new Battlefield game could be in the works. As Andrew Wilson stated, with that multiple studios are working towards building an expansive universe for its fans, saying, quote, we're making investments in the future of the Battlefield franchise. Our exceptional teams from multiple world-class studios working with cutting-edge Frostbite technology are building an expansive, community-focused Battlefield universe for fans. Scott, what does that mean?
That sounds a lot like Battlefield Portal, but to my knowledge, Battlefield Portal wasn't really explored very well. So hopefully this indicates they're still planning for that.
Man, but with Battlefield,
a lot of great ideas, but didn't come out.
Yeah, fair enough. With Battlefield games typically launching in the autumn, we may not see another Battlefield game until autumn 2025 or even 2026. In addition to the titles mentioned above, EA does have plenty of new games in the works, including Dragon Age Dreadwolf, Skate, two currently untitled Marvel games, with one being focused on Black Panther, and a new Sims game, and the return of EA College Football for the first time since 2013. Scott, EA is definitely a busy company. They do have a lot in the works, but what do we get out of EA this year?
Yeah, interesting to see that there's still some Marvel games in the pipe that are coming down. I wonder if those will be changed or deflected or worked on because of Suicide Squad, which is an entirely different company, understandably, but it's a superhero space. What's happening there? I'm never too excited about that, but I am very excited about Battlefield, even though 2042 was not very good. It was awful at launch, and now it is good, to their credit. So I want to see that same kind of emphasis on quality brought to the next title. And I believe there was some conversation, some rumors happening about a month ago, what the new content of Battlefield could be, responding to a lot of the anger towards no destruction. Yeah, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, even a little bit, I think. They used to have dynamic changing maps throughout the map. A building would fall over and now it's an entirely different map. Well, that was cool. The ability to use a machine gun and saw down trees and break walls down, drive a tank through a house. All these things that just didn't exist in 2042.
Yeah.
But if they come back, it sounds like what we're getting is a Battlefield Bad Company 3. And I would be so excited if that's true. But I don't know if we'll get an answer for that for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. And then when you take a look at, like, where is Mass Effect? 2029? Wow.
Oh.
yeah. The third installment of the Jedi Survivor series, way off, right? Like, we just had Jedi Survivor last year. So the next Jedi whatever experience is going to get this time around, we're still way off. Maybe the FPS might come out first, but I don't know where they're going to lie. Respawn's busy, but I don't think we're going to see anything out of Respawn for the next couple years. I think that's how it looks for that. And then Battlefield might be what we get next year. But again, right, when you take a look at EA, what do you guys have lined up this year? Sports titles. That's just a yearly investment for EA, right? That's what they do. But besides that, if you're not if you're not into NHL, if you're not into Madden, and you're not into whatever they're calling their FIFA series, right? Then what are you going to get into from EA? And I think that's where I stand going, okay, well, what's next? Is there a Mass Effect coming out? No. Like, Jedi, we just wrapped up last year. Like, dude, it's funny how Jedi came out last year, but it's already just unfortunately forgotten, right? Like, it came out so early in the year that it just got swept away with everything else that came out because last year was such a heavy hitting year. Dude, if Jedi came out this year, man, Game of the Year discussion, right? Like, it wasn't even made in the Game of the Year discussion last year, but that was such a strong year. But I don't think EA really has much on the lineup this year, which is kind of disappointing out of one of the biggest companies around.
It is possible Battlefield might scrape one out before the end of the year, but I'm only thinking that because Battlefield 2042 was in 21, so it has been a couple of years now. I'm not sure if that's enough time to turn around a Battlefield, especially given all of the work they've had to do to fix 42.
Yeah.
But no, here's hoping at least. I could go for some more Battlefield just about any time.